F1 is F1. I think to get to that level, you've dedicated your life from probably when you're a 5-year-old all the way up to F1 level.
I see Dominic Toretto every day, Stefan Papadakis.
I know Max Verstappen drove a drift car and struggled.
Mike, right?
Yeah, and struggled in the drift car. It would be a good time for sure. He'd be a good character to have around the drift pits, that's for sure.
Are we good? Okay. Who's more talented, Formula Drift drivers or Formula One drivers?
That's very tricky. Like, F1 is F1. I think to get to that level, you've dedicated your life from probably when you're a 5-year-old all the way up to F1 level.
Right.
So, yeah, it's a tricky one. Drifting is special too. I can't answer it. I think, let's be fair to everyone. I think we want drifting is everything to us. Absolutely. So we want it just as much as an F1 driver wants F1. So I think there's a lot of equals there.
Different types of talent a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's a different skill for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Who would you rather drift battle, Dominic Toretto or Brian O'Connor from Fast and the Furious?
Yeah. They were both really, I would say Brian, because he was more into the JDM cars. Dominic wasn't really good at only the straight line stuff. So, yeah, I go Brian.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope you win, man.
Thank you very much.
For the championship, man.
Best.
You're doing freaking awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, James.
Thank you.
Who's more talented, Formula Drift drivers or Formula One drivers?
Oh. Well, I've seen F1 drivers trying to drift and not being able to do it, and I've also seen F1 drivers being able to drift. So, as much as I want to say FD drivers, it's hard to call F1 drivers untalented.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, both are extremely talented.
Yeah, but oh man. No, I'm gonna say FD drivers are more talented.
That's your thing. One more question. Who would you rather drift battle, Dominic Toretto or Brian O'Connor?
I mean, I see Dominic Toretto every day, Stefan Papadakis, so I'm going to say Brian O'Connor.
Bold, yeah.
Brian O'Connor.
Okay. All right. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah. Can I ask you guys a quick question on video? Sure. All right. All of you? All right. Are we good?
We'll all get in here.
Okay. All right. What's the worst thing that can happen to you while you're working on a car?
Oh man, no jack stands. The jack gives out.
Harbor Freight jack stand style?
Yeah, Harbor Freight jack stand style.
Okay.
Follow up the jack stand.
Jack stand?
The big swish, yeah.
Big swish?
The big swish. I don't want to be a pancake.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah,
Same thing?
falling off the jack stands. Yeah.
Okay.
That's got to be the worst thing.
Absolutely.
I can't think. Or if someone bumps the ignition and somehow starts it while you're under the car. That might.
While you're under the tires.
Yeah.
Hand up in the drive shaft.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anything that like leaves you with less digits.
There you
it's
go.
Not a good time.
All right, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. How you doing, man?
Very good.
Big fan.
What do we got going on here?
I do a bunch of interviews, TikTok and YouTube.
Okay.
Would you mind? Okay.
Yeah,
All
let
right.
me come out there though.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I appreciate it.
Hold on.
All right.
We have 4 minutes.
Good? All right. Who's more talented, Formula Drift drivers or F1 drivers?
In what aspect?
Just overall, just car control, talent type of.
So I have no idea because I've never drove a Formula One car.
Okay.
But I know Max Verstappen drove a drift car and
with Mad
struggled.
Mike, right?
Yeah, and struggled in the drift car. But I think I'd probably struggle just as much in a Formula One car. But it matters who you ask because this guy over here, Mr. Connor Shanahan,
Yeah. Oh.
he is a legend in go-karting
Oh, is he really? I didn't
and
know that
holds
about
some big
him.
championships. So I think him in a Formula One car, I don't think it would matter. I think
Okay.
he'd be right up on
That's
there.
the equalizer.
That's what I mean. So I think it's more of what you've drove. I've never drove go-karts or anything in the past.
Right.
Not competitively.
Right.
Down
right.
the street.
Yeah, everybody's done it.
Yeah, but not good. And so I don't know. I think I would struggle quite hard in a Formula One car.
Okay.
So I don't know.
All right.
It's a hard one to get.
I gotcha. Who would you rather drift battle, Dominic Toretto or Brian O'Connor?
Well, I feel like Toretto's not going to make the first corner, so that might be an issue. I think that straight line, he's going to pull me off the line, and then I think we're going to run into trouble there. I don't know how well those Chargers turn right or left.
All right.
So
you're going with O'Connor because you
I
might
think
actually
O'Connor
not
would,
get it.
I think O'Connor would be. Yeah, I saw a little drifting in the movies. I don't know about shifting 19 times. That might I might get lost.
Hey, you might need a new gearbox.
Yeah, I don't know.
Keep
Mine
up.
only goes 4. I don't know about that 16 gear special he's got in there, but I think it'd be more fun with that one.
Okay.
I think he can turn right and left, and if we step outside, like in real life, I know he used to drive Global Time Attack, and he was a hell of a driver.
Yeah.
He drove an S2000.
Yeah,
so,
I know he had a shit ton of JDM cars.
Super talented driver.
Yeah,
So.
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, I appreciate it, Rome.
Absolutely.
Good
Thank
luck,
you for
man.
stopping by,
I'm
man.
cheering for you.
Enjoy. You guys have a good one.
I
Thank you,
appreciate it.
guys.
Would you mind doing a quick interview? Okay. Are we good? Okay. Who's more talented, Formula Drift drivers or Formula One drivers?
Well, I don't know. It's obviously very, very different disciplines. I think the work ethic, what a Formula One driver is, you got to take your hat off to them of like how fit they are driving those cars at such high strung. But yeah, if you put a Formula One driver in the top level of competing in a drift event, I don't know how it would go.
They're hitting the wall every time.
Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, that's the part of it. Two very different disciplines, but also I think takes a lot of talent for both of them.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. And the last question, who would you rather drift battle? Dominic Toretto or Brian O'Connor?
Brian O'Connor.
Brian O'Connor?
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
why?
I just think it would be sick. Just
More fun.
More fun.
Yeah.
I think he would be, giving me all the signs of like I'm gonna take you down, and it would be a good time for sure. He'd be a good character to have around the drift pits, that's for sure.
Absolutely. All right, I appreciate
Thank
it,
you,
Connor.
bro. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
man. I'm rooting for you, man.
Thank you, bro.
All right.